Hey Joe, it's John doing a quick video here for you. Quick being probably about 10 minutes. It was too much to put into an email. Not to mention this is kind of visual. I want you to see some of the things that I'm talking about um, as we move forward. So again, I'll try to keep this around 10 minutes. There's 5 things I'm going to discuss. Your call reel setup, your local SEO and SEM report that I ran for you, our directory submission platform that we have ready as of the 1st, which also has reputation management built in and why that's important. And then lastly, citations, something I mentioned probably about a week ago. I mentioned a guy we had over here outside of Boston, auto repair shop guy, and went from like 14 to 11, 9, 8, and then to the #1 spot. It was not what I was expecting. Good result, of course, but I'll show you how we did that as we kind of look at expanding some of the services and tools that we offer above and beyond the website, so on and so forth. So I'll get right into this. Regarding your call reel setup, as I mentioned, Theo is working on that. It's in progress. I should have a phone call sometime today, and you'll be up and running. Great way for us to track those phone calls, see exactly what's happening from each of the campaigns that we have set up, and you can really start to understand what's happening. The people that are clicking through from the initial ad landing in your office via the phone. So I'll have an update for you on that in the next 24 hours. So let's get right into this report that I ran for you. So don't let it overwhelm you. What this is, it takes what's called your name, address, phone, your NAP. It's like your thumbprint, if you will, for the web. It's the basic information that should be accurate and placed everywhere. So think about the internet as real estate. Everything from Google, Yelp, Yahoo, Bing, Foursquare, the list goes on. Obviously, we know who the top 2 to 3, 4 players are, and then you have all the other directories. They have Yellow Book and Superpage and Super Media. So what's important to understand here is that this takes your name, address, phone, actually takes this basic information here. It runs the report on where you are, where you're not, what's correct, what's incorrect, so on and so forth. It even takes you to all the individual listings if you choose to go that far. So everything from Google, your Google listings, good, right? You're going to see there's a lot of inaccuracies are going to be missing, and the X's and the exclamations are missing locations and inaccurate locations. All right, it takes the first top 44, if you will, of the directories. And again, you're going to recognize a lot of these when you do a Google search. You see it right on the front page. So in addition to Google, so on and so forth. So fixing all of this will help. It'll bring you more clients. It'll make you more money. I'm going to show you how we fix these next. So this is the report that I ran for you. Gave you, there's 2 ways I run these reports typically. I like it the other way, where it gives you a, see, you'll notice a 75% error rate. The other way to look at this, if you were to think about having 100% completion from Google, Yahoo, everything accurate, everything beautiful, although you'd never be exactly 100, you're at 25%. Would be another way to look at that. So just flip it around. So you have a big ways to go to get from the 25 up to the 100, or in this case from the 75 down to the 0. So hope that makes sense. I'll send this over to you. I'm logged into our back end for one of my clients. We just built her out into the system on Friday. Connected a lot of these, and the system helped us connect the rest. So what's happening here is we're taking her name, address, phone, all her basic information, and we're connecting directly to all of the accounts. And I'll explain why that's important in just a second. But right off the bat, you'll know we're right into Google, Bing, Yelp. This is pending, Foursquare, Facebook connected. And all these other ones that I showed you on the previous report are synced and connected with the appropriate information, name, address, phone, website, hours, some photos, so on and so forth. So paints a very nice picture for her now of her online presence. Now, what's great about this system is that if you wanted to make one change, well, first of all, every month it's going to take that information and it's going to resubmit it. So you don't have to worry about errors being out there, or all of a sudden the link for your website disappears. This is going to monitor everything for you, and it's going to automatically push it out on a month-to-month basis. All this information. All right. Now, what's great is if you do decide to make a change, whether it's your hours or just any change on the profile, you're going to make your change in the main panel here. You save it, and what will happen is it's going to push it out to all those directories because we're directly synced into them, as opposed to having to go create a profile for each one and spend hours editing each of these. Okay, so that's the beauty in this system. This is, again, your directory submission system, if you will. I'll send that report over to you. So this is a huge piece, and it will help, again, bring you more business. It helps with SEO and SEM. Included with this is one of the reasons I waited. We actually had access to another system for close to a year and never really did much with it because it did not have the reputation manager built in. They kept saying they were going to have it, right? So our platform here now has that piece built in. You'll notice coming up here, oh, where am I going here? Reviews. So Kim, the owner of the tanning salon, at any point in time when she's logged in here, she can also see all of her reviews. Now, we just started pulling the reviews, and as they're syncing, the more and more are going to come in. But she's already started to reply to some of these. The reason it's important to always reply to your reviews, and I just recommend taking 5 minutes a week, whether it's on a Monday or Wednesday or Friday, just make it part of the schedule. Hop in here. It's going to pull all your reviews from Yelp and from Facebook and Google. And just, if it's a good review, say, hey, thanks for the great review. We're glad we could help you out. If it's a bad review, sorry the experience wasn't what you had hoped for. Please give us a call so we can discuss this further. Anything, something like that, right? Now the system makes it very, very simple. Here's a review here. Had to get a tan for my niece's wedding, and then when I did a wonderful job, made me feel so comfortable, and was very careful to make sure I was happy with it. She also called the next day. We'll definitely go back. Now, I know Kim personally, so I'm going to actually respond to this one for her. I'm going to hit respond. I could type it, which will only take me 10, 15 seconds, or I could come over here where she started to build some templates. I'm going to pick that one. Look forward to seeing you soon. Okay, and just send. You do 2 or 3 of these a week. Just take a minute or 2 a week. Google loves this. Your competition, a lot of them aren't doing this at all. Right? So activity with reputation management is critical for SEO and SEM. Any of these things, you could just do a simple Google search on importance of directories, importance of reputation management. And it's in like the top 10 for SEO and for SEM, for search engine optimization and search engine management. Okay? You can even filter. So you did a 1-star. Right? You can see what came in from Google. That's the 1-star. So 5 stars from Google. Okay. So quite effective. So this is an excellent tool. This is the reputation management software that is built into our directory software. And we have a few other things coming down the road. I'll give you a quick soundbite here. A couple days out on this. When someone goes to make a review, we're going to have a link on your site where we want to put it. When they go to make a review, they have an option: good review, bad review. Good review goes right to Google. Bad review gets screened and goes to you directly, so you can respond to it before it gets out. All right, that's one of 3 or 4 other little features we're building into this system. All right. So that is your reputation management. And last but not least, this little citation piece. When we talked the other day, and give me just 1 second here, I have a dog who's about to start barking, and it's going to be really annoying, so lock him out. When we talked on the phone in this last conference call, we talked about, pulling what we can from the Google ad campaign and then adding in new stuff, whether it's something from Facebook or the directory listing, reputation management, and just stacking it, right? So that you can cover all your bases. So this piece here is something I can guarantee just about nobody does. We stumbled upon it by accident, and I'm not going to go into too much detail with you. I'm just going to show you a little map. So these little things called citations. Someone references your business, your website, your name, your address, your phone, anywhere on the internet. For sake of conversation, we'll keep it simple. Call that a citation, wherever it may be. So one thing we did for East Braintree Auto Care is we built out a massive list, 300-something citations. You see a bunch of them here. These are just references that are linking back to the main Google listing. I'm not going to tell you how we do it. It's a whole other conversation. But this is just simple enough for you to see these map points that we started to spread across the South Shore. And his business is right here in Braintree. So the reason I'm pointing this out to you, this is one of about a half a dozen little things we're going to be doing, actually big things, but to help you with the SEO and with the SEM. So, and just to clarify, when I say SEO, SEM, search engine optimization is everything you're doing on site for the most part. Search engine management, everything off-site, just to keep it kind of simple. So this would be search engine management. Your directories would be search engine management. Anything you're doing on the website itself, content, optimizing photos. There's a whole laundry list there. Okay, and I do have an idea for the website. We'll talk about at another point in time. But I just wanted to offer out 2 or 3 things we can do immediately, in addition to the call reel setup, to get things moving even better for you. As always, try to keep pricing as low as possible. The citation management, the person I work with on this, going to be kind of buying in bulk, so I'm not going to charge you for that work. I'll just kind of roll that in somehow. I'll email you in regards to the setup for the call rail. I'm not going to do a setup for, I'm just going to send you an email with a breakdown here. Okay, it's not much. It'll just add us a little bit on the monthly, and of course, Theo needs to be compensated for his time sending this stuff up. So I hope this was a good video for you. I think it went a little over 10 minutes, but it was good for you, I hope, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.